By the 1970s, I began killing. I targeted women, often strangers, usually those who lived alone. I didn't rape or rob them. I just wanted to see them die. My methods varied: stabbing, strangling, drowning, even bludgeoning, but the result was always the same: silence. I moved quietly, like a shadow, leaving behind few clues. That's why the police struggled to connect the cases. Each killing seemed isolated, random, but behind it all was me, striking again and again. They called me the Sunday morning slasher because many of my attacks happened on weekends, in the early hours when the world was still asleep. By the time investigators began to suspect a pattern, I had already left dozens of women dead across Texas and Michigan. I rarely spoke to my victims, never formed a bond. I killed them quickly, efficiently, like a predator fulfilling instinct. By the early 1980s, whispers of my crimes grew louder. Police couldn't pin the murders on me directly, but in 1982, I was arrested in Michigan for burglary and assault. Facing the possibility of life behind bars, I struck a deal. I confessed to 13 murders in exchange for immunity from prosecution in those cases, ensuring I couldn't be tried for most of the women I killed. It was a loophole that left families without justice and cemented my place as one of America's most prolific, yet least known, serial killers. Instead, I was sentenced to 60 years for burglary. For a while, it seemed like I had outsmarted the system, but the law eventually caught up. In 2004, DNA evidence linked me to the murder of Helen Dutcher in Michigan, and I was convicted of her killing. For once, I couldn't escape. But I didn't live long enough to face true punishment. On September 21st, 2007, I died in prison from prostate cancer at the age of 53. No execution, no justice served for the dozens upon dozens of lives I stole.